Hi, my name is Lemuel, and I'm here to share with you some life instructions from the life of Jesus. And you ask, why Jesus? Well, firstly, he's the most famous man that ever lived. Some would call him more than just a man, he was God in the flesh. He's never written a book, but yet billions of books have been written about him and many more been sold. He's never wielded a sword, but yet armies have gathered for his name. He's never owned his own publishing company. Many publishing companies have been established to promote his message. He's never built a church, but yet there are millions of churches around him. He called 12 disciples to follow him. And now there are millions, if not billions of people all across history that call him their master and their Lord. And if there's anybody that I think you and I can receive instructions from for our lives, the best thing, or the best one, I should say, would be this Jesus. What's the first instruction, you may ask, that I can share with you about the life of Jesus? I have to admit, it's got to be his beginning, right? And his beginning tells us the first major instruction I want to share with you. And that is, don't be embarrassed to start small. Don't be embarrassed when you start small. You know, oftentimes when you begin, you want a big hoopla. You want people to know you. But more often than not, we all begin small. And what can we learn from Jesus about that? Well, number one, if you will believe the story, he was God, robed in the flesh. And in his great life, across human history, we can see that there was no embarrassment starting out in a tiny manger in a city unknown in history called Bethlehem. But one of the things that we find is that even though he started small, Jesus was never embarrassed to start small. In fact, if you believe the story, if you read the story, you realize angels celebrated him. Angels came out at night and celebrated his birth. Then some angels also were told to go and let shepherds know about his birth. And then we know that magi or wise men came and followed a star towards where Jesus was laying in that manger in Bethlehem. And I got a fourth one for us, but I'll share that in just a second or so, or in subsequent videos. The first thing is that celebrate your small beginning. Celebrate it. No matter how small it may be. Maybe a manger in Bethlehem. It may be a small church in an unknown part of town. It may be a small business unknown to anyone else. It just may be your beginning at a school or at a job. Celebrate it. Don't let the tiny thing make you feel small. Don't let the small beginning make you feel insignificant. It's a beginning after all. So celebrate it. And not only that, be like the story of Jesus. It was promoted. It was told by somebody. Not only should you celebrate your small beginning, you should promote it. Let people know. Small things like a podcast. Maybe you're beginning a website. Maybe you're beginning a new account. Maybe you're beginning or walking a new life as a manager, or beginning to start a new business, or maybe you're starting out as a content creator. Nobody knows you. But promote it. Let everybody know. Okay, I've only have 3 followers. I only have 10 followers. So what? Promote it. Put it on Facebook. Sponsor an ad. Let them know, hey, I'm coming. All right. I am not only coming, I'm here. I may be small, but I'm not insignificant. The third one is spotlight it. Let people know every Tuesday night I'm coming live. Every Tuesday night I'm doing this. Every Saturday I'm cooking this. I'm baking this. Every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock there'll be service. Every Tuesday afternoon I'll be teaching this. I'll be going on my podcast. I'll be sharing this online class. Whatever it is, spotlight it, highlight it. Much like that star that led the three, at least we know, or the Magi's or the wise men to Jesus. You never know what your spotlight may bring, who your spotlight may bring. Spotlight it. Because this is the fourth one. Because permanence is not the objective. It's not that you're going to stay where you started. The fact is, it's not about your beginning that counts. It's about what you're going to do. In the life of Jesus, we understand he is going to do great things. That's why it didn't matter if he started small in Bethlehem. That's why it didn't matter that he started in a cave someplace or in a manger someplace. It didn't matter because his beginning is not what he's going to do at the end. It's just a start. And so permanence of where I began is not the real deal. It's what I'm going to be doing. And if you're going to be doing something great, then celebrate it, promote it, highlight it, and let everybody know. I may be small, but I'm not insignificant. Till next time, this is Lemuel for Lem Drops.